Agya ya kwaya ya ba de mama ya mama Kwaba bio eba United Television so critical issue na ya na no pay ye bedi nkoma na ye nkomodi no modu esan say ye ka bambo ho nsam say asoromufi dwo a na abo kraman onya ba bidi na tito na ye se wunua na boje se hia aya na wasensu de se wodi ho se kra de ye se sanke be ye kranka food ti nyina num nsu num se na be ya de ne hyiwi a ebia na proporo ebi be fa ba bi na fe aba be hye wo be ba na wo de nsu de dante to nsu na ye twon na ye kyewo na se edum ye ba ho nsam hu hia nti de sisi no kuku nsam no ye be hwe ne aka ho sempa na yi levi nsam yi ye de ho nsam so ebeba na ye di ho nkomo ye si ye be ye parliament na ye send aba back reasons ne de wo hen na 1.75% ye aba 1.5% amanfo se ye be ye enye ena sa wutu sika na ye beti wo sei na we na kwaje a obeye sei ye ensam de bebre ye bedi ho nkomo na World Bank country director so kan sem bi eye Owura Pierre Frank Laporta kana say Laporte French food in the ane bonedin was during the COVID time no omo my Ghana World Bank my Ghana $430 million according to sources. My Ghana $430 million. I say yen fan kuntia COVID. Yen fan more small businesses. Na yen fan ento vaccines ni bi nema. Na vaccines do send ye to ye. Yes, according to ya share pom do nsem so no. Amewudo bebre e na ede sa COVID nri ebre yen. Do send aban no to ye. It's $430 million na hu sama kokosisa. Pa ni sanka de to say enu achikura no wamo hwe kwan so masane $60 million bi be san piece de amaye nti so almost $500 million na COVID brit ya yi mu no o man ne saka ye sika no ye de ayeden ye bedi hu nkomo na enu achi so no aye me for man sika na mboa ankora wo man mu so yi sika corporate bodies yi sika nti sika bebrebe no ne nyina den na ye de ye yebedi hu komo esanse eyasem hia pa na de ahwe se de bisi ha nafa na domkuma so nsama o maka no anu se behwe na yaka ho asem esanse eyasem hia nansa na no Bonasala ewra bi o Italy ye frɛ no Miss Gracie wo Italy ene eye wawoda Randy Semin kan kyerɛ sɛ o happy birthday Miss Gracie. Nti me ka Bonasela Ben Comesta si Ben we eye kase modu pa ochina so Dr. Buzia Fitness First ochina wa woda nti happy birthday in advance Dr. Buzia yakopon shiraw na me ma lawyer Kwame Champon achi Kwame Champon wo chebi Cheese Lodge good morning bro ti won ka chebusu apeni no na fe Dr. Richard Buadu get fan administrator bro usumi ma wachi anopai pa ene abedwafo ade wo mmere amayen na ye no bedi nkomo afasa ensem hu no eye me benkum so akirichiri ho o hye political suit ni din ene Daniel Ochem Aboaje na okom na hye bedwamu a finance committee no di mu akotene wo mo so etu abanfo o sikasam tutu ye hu no na oka ho bi ena oye businessman enso sanka ho nti ye kasam de a wakwadire mu papa nti tax ensam so nimu nti ye bedi ho nkomo oye bank anso nti man no opus onye small kra nti wabeka men chen wabeka men sa anopai na ye bedi nkomo pa ana fei do to no so enra mu hu no be san de na ba ne san say ensam bi wo esi san tie mu bio na yehwe se ebetumi afa bi de free mu ana se ebetumi aprobu ne sam no kan no more na yetumi ahwe se ekosen ana David Agbey executive director Ghana Institute for Government Ghana Institute for Governance
Governance
of Governance
and Security.
Yes, of Governance and Security wono so ewa ha ana fe mikromu ni Emmanuel Kutin on a head of program what the ACSCT and
the
executive director
Africa Center for Security and Counter-Terrorism.
Womudini tin on the CEO Prince next time we print now you mistake bi wa salary e better so ate aha nti empayfo me ensan and I no be din komo e be hwe kwan say ensa betumi aka and this na hye budwafo bi e wa homa no so ne ye no mo so edi nkomo afọ mo nsem mo allegation mo ye say aban na hyeda so opeso ote minority for no so obra hye badwam se na be ye dubra ye passe e levy no a na say majority for no mbedoso na minority for no ye nti o use tactics aban use tactics e bi the police for ene court nsem asin of na hye badwane de no example a wo maaye ana fi onunya for ato force nso de no asamba kom ka ene nipa bi omsusu se aban no use strategy bi na every point de e11 ne be kokora no dom kuma ne cheso mpeso muhu se ne be ya on be yesa saban no omo nyi gidie wa ban no sensa hwe ya aban be nwa ade be chi bumbura ne re be beto nti wo me be ba onso na asama for mase nti no aban ne tactics omo ye nyina no dom kuma ne so wo mahu is that the reality nti andi sifo so be bɔ modern say ye be nyomo ahoma no so na ye no mo adi nkomo afa nsama odo ya ma bobo so yi enso enti ochem ma chie
Kwabena Bejoso
bibi aboko
emi adaro ma
ishia ya che papa
ejuma de esi kakra nti ye bo business kakra so far nyame na edi ni ye
de urade ase we de me fa sa ho kwan so fa chop akase ma ye executive for wo Kumasi
Bantima
executives
yes
chop akase pa na me de mo
me nyina na de mo se nyina ntimi anko party no
me na nka me kodi ma na me na me koye MC but unfortunately bibi sankan makwan mu pa na mentumi amma enti we dey on behalf of myself met pamucho mo fanche me pa Bantama executives for
na fa me ka ho nso na me tu kwai
na so tu kwai
but me send me dey se me dey ko bia Bantama executives they're going to change the whole Bantama positively. Very, very positive.
Okay.
And you know, or you watch them.
Mati. Tintino na enwano. Into bra kwam Jesse, we dey very, very much abeg. And afi chairman na busuan for mo Bantama nyina no pay. Me chairman nyina executives for chairman nyina ma mo nyina. Meba party or no party o, ye be boa dem pa nya sem kuma kra. Entina eno no. Na David Agbe. Yes, we are burger, true or false?
Oh, Agya Kwabena, baby, I very fine.
Baby, I saw me saying, you know, me say, yes, we are burger, true or false?
It's true or false.
Oh, and yeah, what cut through now, me know where I dream.
Debbie, when I may be so, me say, yes, we are burger, true or false?
And I may say, when say yes, time or in a sphere for no, a share ya no, or more a year, you know, besides, and be I know, say, and one can. So,
yes, dear, no, now, dear,
yes, dear, no, Anna, wouldn't send a memory that.
And I'm saying, yes, dear, Nana, would
and one and the
SDA.
Next,
may a quanquini mappa.
okay, next all your burger,
I used to quine. Tina, honorable, say, Nidia Medeno, Nidin Daniel, as some boon the Bible, her Bible more. Young couple said, Nenam for 4 pa me and son and no Bible was it Abraham, Daniel, and a David, Sankro for me and son way. Then young couple friend said, Nenam for 4 pa.
So did David.
And me the David, now me or Daniel, na Abraham or her, nature say, maybe
any Abraham, no bet Abraham. Hey, okay, now and no. Ima Akwaba.
Me Gildo.
Bibi aboko.
Oh, nyame dia chair. Me kai say last week, me monso hwebi. Me hwe so be kai na so kai.
Okay.
Ndo poa.
Na.
Oh.
Yeah. Many bro, you kuro kuro.
Kokomba for savings test too. I know by now they'll be jubilated.
They say me adopted son of Kokomba. That's what it. Me tell me say me Kokomba ni.
Why are they?
Me baby a mon fra me. Na mo mama din. Enti o ma hene no ho no mama din.
Agya Kwabena Konkomba.
Agya Kwabena Konkomba.
Enti na eno no tell you for card dey be din komo. Afa nsem ahodo ededa ho no sense eye nsem ahohia yie pa. Enti ye hya sem fan free. And I say, Mammy, what do me say? Mamma, me producer, executive producer programming, episode being penny papa, and then I would that. Your friend no Mr. Moses Mixon Obimpe.
Wow.
Mixon Obimpe. Say a year to Nebaka say Mixon. Mixon Obimpe. Or America. Say so oti you or shay. Eti money. Apana when you're 70 years in ne.
Wow.
Eti happy birthday, Mr. Moses Mixon Obimpe. Obimpe say me can't say. Yakupu shira na no bekoso ebisa dia mawo me so be ka ho bi ya wo fi ha nyina say ya mawo happy birthday na mo no ye wo di birthday cake no pass bi bra na fi ya fa mo so nti
Agya na say we started here na the birthday my papa here na say so me ya konya na ye ne ya doctor your brother you know your panya ni gina ho doctor say Kwame
that's it
your fat so yes the birthday man me share that share people minimum no very long time na my brother-in-law okay a friend said Adam for pa o kwada so okay munyi no na ye nyina no ihu no me kai setama na ye oligon na o che nkokọ that time aperam buy no that's 96 na mafo begina kwa ho nkokọ ahodo a wo che I was wondering and he has not stopped uti na bakwase ma kaka efa no ho ko di the sise birthday yankopon sha no sha no so na emu de ehwe fresh ti bebrebe we admire him we like the way we see him media so me businessman so we mi no pon na me hwe no na we hwe nyuma o create platform wo de bagana it's too much yankopon sha no ti yekoso e bom pae ma no se yankopon koso ano nya o sha no bibia kwai na ade a wo ya ma ne je ho pa ne sa ade che no wo sa pagem because and yes, be here from Kwana film all those early 90s. He said there was a police station, hospital, Confornochi 37. I who know we are watching him and we admire him and a bomb person and couple Koswano in day. We shall now on man in fear. Bibribe ahwodin day. And Michelle, happy birthday to you, senior brother.
Yes. And me were a child with special need. Now that was within the week. We're this 16 at the Bafo area. So on the existing protocol, I'm wishing Bafo area happy birthday.
Sure.
Okay. Ntina no and ya papa kra no say I abanju mo e so pension. So 60 years.
Oh, that
abanju mu.
No, he's only 20 years. If you look at life.
Younger than 60.
Of course, yes.
He looks very fit.
Because it's 20 years. Life begins at 40.
40.
Yes. He's only 20 years if you want to count it.
In fact, when I saw it, I was surprised. Not mean
he looks very good and he's taking good care of himself.
So he looks
so or the assign you
honorable and Chema Agya can say me and Chama yen intimate kasa. Who say Kwame despite yen ya juma man and baby office so dear me crew for one. Who say Remo ase dear SD for one and you know me just one kasa or SD. Papa now oh yeah.
Let's be SD.
Oh sir,
I own him.
Nyamisha.
Because me a Pentecostal SD. Because American they change me from Pentecost to SD. To become baby.
But modern convert
Of course, but of course. Yes.
Nyina man you uncle dono anya adwuma.
Yes.
Nti owura Kwame despite ne honorable Chema Boaji aka no. Ye nyina ye de ye ne hwew ne esua no ma pie afi ho. Na Yankopon enkoso no ontre wahwem na ebi nso yenso.
Okay. Antina eno ano no ya dan ya kanfo no yi na ye me dan me ko bi me jimani kakra na me dwane ba afie sense na ba dwuma the next morning.
What did you?
Anti no the casino and later makoko ye na fi ma ye free. Anti ba yenko business mu na fi ye ni nkomo. Well, yensha asem fan free. Yemban bonsam sam ho. Na say kodiofo at the report you ba bonsam ma ye hwehwemu. Ehunu say West African countries basa ye sie. Baby to say a year Mali. Ye nyina ye nim de si e wo Mali. On the 5th of September 2021, and a woman to Afakonde Naban Eguye, and Sojani Mamadou Dumbuya, a Daumano, and a two Sabano. Eguya, Mr. Anuya Guinea, Mr. Manuya Guinea. And Burkina Faso, so 23rd January, 2022, and Mampeni Rock Mark Christian Kabori, one also, Yakutunu. cool leader no ne din Paul Henry Sandago Damida and that's Damiba yakutu no Mali de no so wo ho ene di kan bai na ye hunu Mali de esi wo Mali no utum se bufuhye wo ho pa ama se no aka me say France ananka Mali te no sere so no se Mali ene France etutu ye so anya se nkoma kra France aban na musini kro Mali kra no Mali junta for se bonko ofi man no enko ama se amane bo kire se Russia for ne wo mu soldier for mu ne wo mu na eba Mali. So what is going on? Si ahwe no Russia for ye omaba wo ya na ye dia toto ho akokohwe dia AC e wo Ukraine. Wo ka dia si ye e wo China. Wo bra China for e dey force e so mo for Taiwan no. E na Ukraine. E na say Russia for aba Mali. Mali ho no France for na ka say di wo so. Eti e dey na e kire ye pa. Some common you betting very deep. Esan say e yasem hia. Kodi ofo di omukan before then kra no na yenya nete bibi by citrus bi e ba bonten ana wo che se fi bambo aso ye se ye fa ye bambo fo enko ometi fi mantem wo fo okore niwa enko hwe san se omanya nete se saa atuatifo nipa bonifo yi ebinom aba Ghana ha nti ye behwe ni nyina na yaka ni nyina bom ya hwe se aso ya ho boate sen hye ti sen denti na cool course West Africa bebresa bibi potin bi na AC enti na srafo 12 no mo ayeku no 12 no mo ayeku na na san komo ne ye bi dipa ma me hyese enfren free ye ma no kotin so esansa mo asoye no e bebi a ye hwe bambo na fe amansan ku ahodo atru trasem na wudisem eye terrorism enti no ye baka ni mienu na bom na ahwe say Africa especially West Africa ade na ku abibia na fa no achi so nipa bonfo enso abafamu ade eye nema sese edipa ye wo am Africa especially West Africa ye ti akọ achi na fa ye de Ghana so de sisi esua film de sese ye e de account ma me about 10 minutes na me ti wadwen kire
yo Agya me da se ma me fa wakodja nso na cha etifo nyina Ocean history in West Africa, especially the Sahel region. Once upon a time, it was termed the Coup Belt of Africa. It was during the 1990s na yenina yasuan bibi film ehun say sa military takeovers ne the ekika hun emboa amambo. Na ye embrace Kwabena minkabi obroni friend no democracy no, and democracy became so promising in West Africa. Which were from 1992 eba we had some free and fair elections. But within the period no challenges be brave by the Sahel region or na terrorists beginning take swathes of land and unim Sahel region these armed smugglers, people's smugglers, they were using those routes to smuggle people to Europe and other places. Into terrorists ebe kika hono, they became friends not or it is for scratching me back, let me so mean scratching or back. So it became very difficult for governments to be able to stem the flow of those things. Okay, Tariq rebels in Mali. It became impossible for the Malian government to be able to have control over the entire country. So, nema we kika ho nyina na split here na ekodru Burkina Faso, especially after the throw of Blaise Compaoré. Now, ECOWAS, Obibe Bisa say, what was the role of ECOWAS in all of these things? Who share the protocols of ECOWAS? Minia, ye be dimu pa. And can my name say, I'm not sure, say, Asan Webeba. ECOWAS is supposed to have a standing army that does not have any influence from any of the member states. And if you are a member of such a standing army, you are not even allowed to contest elections anywhere. Okay, Gambia. Baba Jamal Bejimino. ECOWAS army no na threaten no a yes or move bina Ojani. So what happened to Mali? When Mali came under Tuareg attacks, to the extent that governance and security became a major concern for the ordinary Malian, ECOWAS was silent about this. But if you look at the protocol on governance, no, nkayese ECOWAS intimiye baby, but ECOWAS slept on its job. What do we have? Sa president Runya to maybe if you say obetmaye de ope. Citizens no be demonstration cry. Not we use security no are clamping down on them. Okay, I say before the military takeover in Mali, there was a planned demonstration, which is a constitutionally mandated right for every citizen. Now, almost clamping down on them. 2 days later, na kuniye de ACA. But and it has not happened. For the first time, Ubehun said there are military takeovers in these countries, and the citizens are jubilating on the street. Governments, you know, they have pushed the citizens to the wall. And that is the problem I have with ECOWAS. From Mali, what happened? Guinea-Bissau. The same conditions. What did ECOWAS do? To suspend Mali and suspend Guinea. Apart from doing that, that was the end of it. Now, Bisa, sanctions, any excommunicating these countries from ECOWAS, does it resolve the problem? It's no. Media me feels the sanctions here are an archaic way of resolving political instability in modern democracy. What happens to dialogue? What happened to patience, diplomacy? And you see these young officers who are taking arms. Omone ajapade biawa amanoni ananse business kese bia ebia u place sanctions on them ananse u freeze omo access ebe ka omo omo change any course of action. There be that. It's still the citizens who will bear the brunt of these sanctions. And to me, the sanctions are a cake. And we can continue to doing the same things and expecting different results. What did Mali do? They called the bluff of ECOWAS. What did Guinea do? They called the bluff of ECOWAS. And what was the effect? It emboldened other countries to think of taking over governance with similar situations. Because Burkina Faso, the government was only able to control even less than half of the country. The other half was controlled by rebels and then terrorists. So it was a very prime condition for them to take, to make a move to take power from the constitution. I wouldn't say constitutional elected government because the first elections were right. The last elections in Burkina Faso, we can't call that an election. Because during COVID, Mukaya, the opposition even boycotted the elections. What did ECOWAS do? ECOWAS sat back and declared that such an election was legitimate. So if such elections are legitimate, given what happened to Blaise Compaoré, Blaise Compaoré, Burkina Ivory Coast are higher. And this is somebody who was able to keep the country together in terms of security. Half of the army will still be loyal to him. What I feel ECOWAS should have done is to engage Blaise Compaoré given some diplomatic role to play. By so doing, or Obehu say why a state person and he's part of the process. On June say, look, what these people have done to me in Burkina Faso, I will stay back and use covert and overt means to cause a power or regime change in Ivory Coast, in Burkina. And look, the gentleman who took power in Burkina Faso, Mushishe in the background, you see that there's a linkage between him and Blaise Compaoré. There's linkages. The army, the guy who took power in Burkina Faso and the one who took power in Guinea, they all trained the same period in France. So we can't be doing this to ourselves. And look, these areas are largely rural. Very few urban centers. And we have inter-tribal conflicts and chieftaincy conflicts. And these conflicts remain largely unresolved. So it becomes tipping points, or if you like, triggers waiting to explode. And that is why Ushe ECOWAS protocols cry. One of their protocols talk about dealing with civil society organizations who are into governance and security, so that they will help better educate the people. Say, in the African countries, are they collaborating with civil society organizations? It's no. I have always advocated that civil society organizations are the fourth arm of governance, whether we like it or not, because we are the voice of the voiceless. We are on the ground with the people. Okay, Agya, 2016, when I was invited as part of very few security analysts to review the ECOWAS counter-terrorism strategy and implementation plan. Ohona mi hun se Ghana cry nibi. Mi bedru ha. I wrote a letter to the powers that be as a good citizen, prompting them that look, and in them way that my kun ebia say nisia ye betimi aboa. When I wrote the letter, I've never gotten a response up to now. A letter was rather sent to Kofi Annan to develop one for them. Then one of the resource person at Kofi Annan contacted me that, oh, Mr. Cotin, we know that you have done A, B, C, D. Can you look at this for us? So, yebu oman sa. Say enye ye. Because oman bu no. Ahibia ajumba kuntina nipa bakroti so. Ntina sebi
ajuna baku for
trimu. Ntina sebi onwu akwala bako. Meboa. And we have to really sit back and look at the system of governance we have embraced.
West Africa.
West Africa.
Say yeku na ade bakọ tumi hunu pa say obehun say kromafo no amafo na baaji so gini die no utumi say omo baaji so papa ni asem kuma kura de wo krom na asefo. Don't you also think and so say asafo no nsem bia omo ka ade kire amafo no so na mo mususu say ebia asafo no samo ka no enokore maybe it might not be 100% correct there, but say no musika ni no and the hope amafo benya wasrafo no at the end of the day no mo ba are they able to fulfill that kind of and afei ECOWAS for no leaders say don't they have the balls woman ni akokoduro no omo ni moral aptitude no on between na gina so dey aka say oban yi ya ade bi wo manfo wo ade weni wo na ya wo manfo no yati hu say wo munya say ombeye enti hwe hu so ye no mbetu no for kokoam bibi sa no enkoso e wo West Africa enti ma wo nyina eba.
Look, Agya, let me be very clear. It's the mixture of what you have mentioned. Poor leadership in governance and security. That's the major cause of the wave of coups in West Africa today. Governance, if you abuse the rights of the person, or the laws are meant for certain people and not meant for others, it's a source of things waiting to happen. The sense of entitlement to citizenship is also key. Here, there's a youth badge. And as a result of that, many of us are becoming more discerning, and there are no jobs. Political campaign bedra, now your mountain stages are your promises. We don't even know where we are going to get that revenue from. Look at West Africa, ECOWAS. Are African leaders able to contribute to their own budgets? It's no. We are still dependent on the European Union and Western donors. The countries come to specifics. You become budget we don't even have the money unless we go to the Western donor partners. Now, independence, yes, pay independence. We have natural resources. You to know who say Africa, we have the resources. How do we manage our national resources? When you know, Emma citizens, no, anger people on. And look, our politicians. You see a politician, the rate at which we show wealth, the rate at which we show money. When some few years ago, no, Obianim say no, Oaxaca, no, Unibi. So I think that we have to be careful as politicians, the way we showcase wealth, our arrogance of power, and no, and more obi town by force. Look, in elections, sitting government never loses elections; they give elections away. And I'll use Ghana as an example. Yeah. Both NDC and MPP, 2008. Kufuor, nice government, nice policies, and history will vindicate Kufuor as one of the best presidents Ghana has ever had. What do? We gave away power because of infighting. 17 people. So we need be the president. A titi party, no? Maybe.
Of course.
NDC, Ebaye. What do? John Mahama. They gave away power. Then Nana Akufo-Addo has come. The first term, good. We are having our second term. What are we doing? We are giving away power. Just by the way we communicate. Look, we have an information ministry. Why are some leaders within the party in a hurry to give out government intentions? Maybe a government are planning BB. The information minister have not come out to say what government intends to say. Now, one of the leading members of the party or minister got to that program. Now, he will let the cat out of the bag. Before information minister Bebano, no social media, no more Danny as sounding in some ways be. And the governance is a challenge. If we don't take care, there will be many more coups. Who can say Guinea, Bissau? They survive one. And look at what happened in Ivory Coast. They changed the constitution for Ouattara to contest again. What is ECOWAS doing about it? So if the youth or the citizens of Cote d'Ivoire rebels and there's a military takeover, then you in place sanctions. In Togo, say SCA, Benin, electoral violence, say SCA. So, Bube say, if your friend's beer is on fire, you fetch water close to yours. But what I know, they say, Ghana, even though similar conditions pertain in Ghana, no, the dynamics are not the same.
Different.
Because Ghanaians, we are peace-loving. Ghanaians say, slow moja. But we can't take some of these things for granted.
So I think what kind of a mammy tree imagine to say, ye pass some J, ye pay basabasa, ye pay. A woman be what to so depend on penny once a cry. We do any damn cry, not some home. We do another crowns. One day, or the should be by your day because, hey, it has some see pan a year way. I know that I trim it in my corner, maybe Agya. Reports are called you for the buyer. Say, yan share Yasha who was so. If I bambo home and walk. And I will share situations a woman, a man cool, I would see ye. Oh, what this was African countries. any the way economy necessity any said the amount for nasitena esitie and then governance ya yimaka ho asem yi a would you say as a see me ye need da ho e chen first no e say me ye ne bere e chen nkane no e say tutu ne ma bia ne manim yi a e say tumi nya kokodro si gina say se ye ECOWAS o ka say me ma me twa dwene se bi so say na wo ECOWAS for soldier for as ya jame aye so kokko ye ne ma bi no ECOWAS for soldier for boso mo kakra bi na ni jadu meaning say se o se ko no a anka abeye dimpo say anka se ne wo twa constitution wo mo akwotre mu na sefo yi na anka na se soldier bi ba so obehu se ade se me koya ebetumi de ohan aba eto gidi say ya jeje ho masam efa yase ana
Agya me da se me giri se Emmanuel aka nsem no ahodo pi na ne oka ye nyina no menyi ba kokora mfim na menka na se kus ahodo a esi ewo Africa ha enyina no eyade a ye nyina no yete amamu paase a those schools no kanya ade a ebeba enam yen citizens any amampanyi ahodo a yenya wom no mo conduct and behavior no and support to democracy kabima minka bi amamu a emra ne hyehyeye da ho no wo mo anyi ntum bedo wo mo de wo mo ano fafa e ka no a wo mo anyi ntum no eno ena ema citizens na ene abie ehun ne se da bi enkrofo da bi a mo sori wo mo ka democracy no nanso wo mo bedi o man no so a enye democratic credentials no and answer the pillars tenet of democracy no eno mo de eye adwuma eno ena ama citizens no ene bia wo mo susu no encourage coup d'etat ahodo a ekoso e wa Africa
we dey esremu a fodi etwago ye Burkina Faso fo ade no nti sa mo hwa so abrante
look at him
very young guy sekusi a enye military for brigadier generals ni enye omo na stage cool no
just a captain
because womo no empanyimfo generals ni brigadiers ni womo no omo ni politicians na you say omo ni politicians ni na eka because politicians promote them to get to where they are into womo no womo involve womo self but the mrantie no omo ni abre ehunu say there be our man no si antimi anye ne ya amoso ne antimi antintim no ma yi a ye da ache beboye no emrantie ne na stage enti ne ewo mo pa Emmanuel walker ne say ECOWAS ye oni ye say nya standby forces ne ho ko ne bad and no it is history documented long ago starting from Kwame Nkrumah before see ebenya AU African Union and no and Kwame Nkrumah can say there be Africa is a vulnerable continent and in ye ye ne say see ye nya independent wi a ayesi etimi nya ye military wo mo be standby forces wo ebeda ho de ama Africa said the be ya ntokwa na that time United States of America any Soviet Union kono San Framano entimi emmom mayeso na emom no as African continent no ye were best 54 countries yanka say empe standby forces and Kwame Nkrumah can as asem no de to ho it was part of Kwame Nkrumah's foreign policy and ideology enti ECOWAS ye ti ECOWAS no and almost who said there be ECOWAS no within our sub-region no course ahodo ene ekoso afibi abehu ase o yato aba bia gu afibi ani yato aba no mo kan na sa na tie dia yempe standby forces bi enye dey ento ho enti yaya jamade no ebaye no no mo yese there be yi military for Ghana for ebia Nigeria for Guinea Burkina Faso ni yempe military for no mo nkambom so that say yaya jame no wo ye tintintintin a na yakwa akoyi na eden afi ho e no mo de standby no e de buy but here is the case after yaya jame no kus ahodo aba kus ahodo no ba eba no nyina eye se aman ahodo amo eba no obi ti se ofa ye fe ne sen Africa de by Lauren Gbagbo de wo ye omo ba beto aba no no abomode a change constitution no osisa constitution no ECOWAS fo nyina omo ankasa omo fo asoso one start constitution no osisa constitution no owu ni ye the same thing and call Guinea wono so no or ye ewuram sa person was sign a constitution. Mali the same thing ono so as a san wie kura ansane Burkina Faso die eba COVID time omo eye election wo Burkina Faso said the imaka no Christian was what the Christian no wo ye bo modern ewuram asesa no ma wo wie was a no ma bia said the be ya ebetimi ama no political opportunity and wo di win election wo win election wie afi no or suppress the will of the people chese kanka okoka citizens no expressing the view say ni ekoso wo mamu enyepe obo ho ase yakwa akwache no woka ni yakwa akwache no oka ni yakwa akwache no eno no emma nkrofo e provoke nkrofo say da bi aban ye ne de obaye nti sa afa die ye ka say no me nka na obe suppress the will of the people echina Daniel koka obo ho ase posifo BNI fo ni yakwa akwache no eja Kwabena koka obo ho ase osi posifo mu nkwache no ina nkrofo send messages IGP mu nkwache no ya chen nkrofo no that it is gathering momentum no be ehun say there be we need to fight government back and no enema those things no ekoso a cool no ebe nyina no people are jubilating because of the fact that there be aban no samre no waye kan abane ehunhun citizens and citizens we gave the power to the president or we gave the power to the government. And if the government is fighting us there, we also need to retaliate and we also need to fight back. About the military for no, police for when the citizens of ECOWAS bloc and I say your friends Mali say Burkina Faso citizens in a 12 group street is say near cost yempa abano wobetime use military to fight them. That be entime ye enti near a woman within the ECOWAS blog na Emma coup d'etat eba no and one de sakrata we buy ye call election training metime aye election metime monitor election within Africa ye do we nyina ma say African Charter on Democracy, Elections and Governance.
When me try no we say again the man penny na
why am what was why am about once why am about
look at the young man.
Yes.
And he was his bodyguard.
Yes. One was why am about I say what no who what that say 2 million na hiba and to omo draft say way at the mine say African Charter on Democracy, Elections and Governance. Say Africa ha ye mamodin say ye betimi ama democracy no aye adwuma. Say democracy no betimi aye adwuma. Kabima minka bi amamuo anhyehyeye emrada ho no yemfa nya adwuma na election bi a ebeko bia no yenya nemu na ho transparency in election. Say who win election a say eye transparent na citizens no ehu ne say election no aye koto aba Putin ene Agya Kwabena na call election ye to aba ne wie ye no Agya Kwabena na win ye ekwan be so na afa so win ye election nemu eda ho eye pefe Ghana for anasa Burkina Faso Ivory Coast Mali Guinea Bissau omo ehu ne say election na ye koto aba no emu da ho anasa nye emu na ho se mu na ho dia then it is not transparent elections enough enti citizens no sa no manyina no ehye omo abufuo ehu ne say there be we want to give power to somebody to come and rule us enti power na ye dey ma it has to be legitimate ne say abato no ye call ne sen ye to ne sen ene ba ne sen enye Supreme Court for na chisa no ma bia enye president na sisa no ma bia na emom no Electoral Commission no ebo modern ye bibia mamu da ho ema enkrofo ani hu say election aye call ye na eye transparent enough enti say sa no man no wantimi ene su a eno ene hye nkrofo abufuo ema coup d'etat bebrebe no edeba si ye nyina ye di democracy so no ye hu ne say the tenet and the principles of democracy no ye de ye adwuma papa ka coup d'etat eni Africa ka ma West Africa sub-region nemom enam poor governance no ena masa no man ba and utie coup no dodo no a mpanyimfo ene ayifo no omoka wo mo se Burkina Faso ohia adokro nkrofo pa poverty eye one a year omokan basic necessities of life ayese nkrofo nya Agya Kwabena wo wuti hoyi ayese wunya every single day no wunya enti eba ne sa ohia adokro ohia so edi usu a adwenbone ene ba otrim the next one a wo ka ho asem na wo ka economy wo mo kire se wo mo economy no asai economy na say ama samre no wo economic indicators ni nyina akire say oman no any future. And the performance of the economy no any future it has reflections on citizens because saban eco parliament no presenting a budget or kire say ebia afiwe Mercy school say Mercy hospital say Mercy airport say meyi akwanwe mebo modern say nkrofo benya enyinamonkania mebo modern say nkrofo benya nsuo mebo modern say nkrofo wo mo basic aduane a wo mo bedie so wo munya aban kireche saa no man nyina mu enti ekodu afe no na amanfo he o masetrem no those basic necessities of life no a betimi ama citizens enya comfort no wo munya then nkrofo will rise against that government say there be aban enye say ne ye kan say bebu oman no emaye eni kwan say obazo so a wo kan nkrofo ekasabo ehye wo moyam the next point a mo eka ho asem no eye corruption kronobo ewa aban mu krono fita pa ankrofo ebo na aban mu no eno ena hye nkrofo abufu ti se na yima eka no wo ba aban mu sabi ebi apeka ba akopa bi a wakwa rente ena awo ena wo ba ya ebi a estate houses a wusie no enye estate houses kuma waba wato V8 besen kron wato to bi ama ayi ema wonu omo eboyonko wasese bi ama omo ebi a wo gold industry wato nton e de ama nkrofo wo se no ma wo ye no ma basa emra citizens no wo muntimi nya impact eba na sa no citizens will feel like no there be democracy no ye de mankrofo bi say onya power no wonu won be grab all the resources no wonfa wonu na busuafo wonfa na ye ntimamufo na yeto aba no ye so mfa so pa ne sen anti corruption one key a year a mankrofo e de sa coup d'etat no e de ba poverty suppressions of the will of the people corruption bad institutions say institutions no ya chichiri institution no say owura Daniel Chem aboaje eye ebia wo institution be grant na memfa wonsi finance ministry na budget I will prepare budget the beto na citizens no express what mo view say ade we yempe obo ho say there be mompede a na say ni yeso yebeye. No, that is not governance. Citizens, no, you need to listen to the views of the citizens. And with calculations, you need to factor the citizens because citizens, no, anywhere, untimi emu or mine. Enti near abanyina ku sa hodo na eba no. And yes, citizens, no, and one more pese ku no ebakeke. But it is the conditions of the state, no, and the citizens, no, a provoke state, a provoke citizens no ema omo estage ku inti ku za hodo a eba Africa titru ewo ebibre mantem ha no eja kwabra menyi ni se yemu bia yete ha no obi befoa ku so se ku ensi ewo Guinea ku ensi wo Burkina Faso ku ensi wo Mali ku ensi wo Ivory Coast ku ensi wo within West Africa sub-region. However, African leaders need to also understand say ye de to me the mawon na wo mo antimi anhwe tumi no eso yie on behalf of the citizens. The citizens will rise against that particular government and no ena yehu sa symbols no ena yehu within the confines of the African continent, especially the West Africa sub-region. Enti so mo pese course no ano ebrasia they need to govern and govern properly and they need to understand what governance is all about. Governance is not about say we grab the resources of the state na wa fa wonu obusuafo mo ache sa no ma no na mo afa na citizens no mo ya say oh ye de ye betwen sa ban no onye kura ya ban anu no ye ntwen so ye corrupt kwa ya ban anu no edu time ya say ekoto abani akoto no yiro. No, it is not about that. It is about say citizens no who ye vigilant enough no monitor the political process no monitor aban no na aban ne ye bibia watimi aka kira aban ne say aban enye wenti na meto aba ma wo meto aba e de ma wo say be improve me economic life. Bua me baby am ese me di metito no menya baby e di metito bua me na menya adwuma unse na Emmanuel o ka say youth budge na e kire say Africa ha say emrantie ne nketesia opepepe bebrebe e wo ho a wo mu ne adwuma ye nipa bi aso no sɛ woni adwuma ya ɛdɛn na ɛba otrim adwenbɔne ɛna ɛbɛba otrim because abrante a ɔte wei ne maame wo no a yɛatete no ɛmo no wanya 18 years no efi 18 years ɛkɔ no ɛyɛ sɛ wɔtumi nya adwuma no wɔyɛ but 18 years wanya adwuma 20 years wanya adwuma 24 years wanya adwuma 26 years wanya adwuma 30 years wanya adwuma ɛto aso akodu 40 years no wɔkwanya adwuma aka 20 years pɛ no wɔkɔ pension ɔbɛkɔ pension no so no 20 years accumulation sika kuma bi ne yɛde bɛma no wobɛhu ntɛm but wo youthful age no every 18 years akodu 30 years no ɛyɛ sɛ wotumi nya adwuma a ɛyɛ sɛ wotumi nya na wotumi ɛyɛ na wode aboa wabusuafoɔ nti the youth board no ɛwɔ hɔ sɛ mmeranteɛ no bu afu ɔma ho ne sɛ daabi aban bi a wɔ West Africa sub-region no wɔn de democracy no ɛdaadaa nkurɔfoɔ ɛde wia wɔn man no ɛno ɛna ama nkurɔfoɔ ni ada hɔ ɛno nti na mmeranteɛ hu wɔn young boy hwɛ saa young boy na ɔmo stage kura wɔyɛ press conference no it is telling you, it is an indication that the youth are not happy. There is that sharp consent of democracy. No, cause woman who say, and for the democracy, no,
I say, we should be as we speak, you know, in Yanity, say, a man penning for a West African head of state, Nakusha Mali, Womusha Mali, Atu Guinea, I shall come with you and Faso. Afibia, Breku, baby, and yet, say, couldn't be now quickly. You come Mali, you koha, you kokushia, man penicura to side the fray, some head of states, a Ghana, a moment to attract at the farm. A dear na, you bet me, I ye quickly, briefly, nothing, make what chamuso. A dear na, also to say, that, see, a man in Yansan, I can say me who yanka. It is a me who person come day me should terms be e bia na kwa too harsh dodo ye better say asem si wi ansa na ya kase ye ho bibi no akoso abepem nne ensesai which is a den ese
you see how our various governments, you know, they need to be proactive rather than reactive. We are proactive. What do we need? Who are there? No, chi. So, who shall we chi? I know in leadership as well. Nipa krono, what ability to think beyond average human level. Wahu, just what drink quite cheap papa. Who no man, a war a chi, a chain, and then so
the leadership.
Leadership
To envision tomorrow.
Very good. Yeah. So helicopter thinking. Someone who said the speed of helicopter said they say called speed. No. That is how a leader, you need to think very fast. No one will say, "Dear way, say ne asa me here." Now, what China ma adie no a bebo process bam. Afe no, we reacted to situations. I didn't say you are now reacting to situations. And no, ne kono ending. Enti sa no ma ejana aso within West Africa sub-region. Ne ku sa hodwo ekoso no. Near yes, various say no, winning all president within ECOWAS state no. Agya Kwabena, met me a catch of said they are all shaking. Each and every one is looking at his shoulders. Say, who say, hey, actually, I do me so na. I call papa we so, I call we so. Into me so me can one. That is what is happening. Until within various ECOWAS, governments, Omo nyina will be a checking who who say, hey, one here jay a bet me I day atomy. And say bring my on so. And bring my ato on so no, and nyina actually say. Citizens are not happy with the way they are governing. Okay. And they need to learn how to govern to ensure that citizens will support democracy. Now, one can say, oh, restore the country into democratic rule. Oh, restore the country without looking at all the antecedents, all the things which are occasioning the coup d'etat. And no, abandon what solution. Okay. And they need to be mindful and they need to govern and govern properly. Say a bet me abua ama democracy no. You bet me enyemu ekna. Say me yes adia.
And so to say, coup will continue to be the final source of redemption if an uncontrollable regional government is not established by African leaders. Coup has high advantages and high disadvantages to development. Destiny and Caribbean say, Kwabena, good morning. we Ghanaians should be very careful come 2024 election because the way things are going, some party will cause a lot of problems. Which party is that? Adoku, Godfred Oseja, I don't second and as a support coup, but we the youth of this country are becoming angry little by little. The government must sit up. If not, one day, something will happen. Everybody will be shocked. So, okay. Nesma Medina, or say, Nanadu, aka 2 p.m. from Fonse. Or say, Mr. Agya, you are so wise. Okay, me that say. Ocham, say, Yan. Nkrofo na nya ne yeka ho asem niema hudo esisi ye nti asasam no baa ye no esese ye ne bre ye hu se ei dabi o ya hwe ya asem baba dabi o man Ghana esi adwene sa
Kwabena.
Yes sir.
Emfa chiamati fo ne emia na ehia nyina na emfa bi ma bantamfo ne abusuafo nyina ne aban ne apamfo tumfo so bi nkoma no o santemem Kwabena nuanam o ma dika kasa yimane akwe I think that Saudi we dey o ma exhaustion very well na me pese me for the same issue of instability in West Africa no na you share on the economic impact like kabia supported you kana but you share economic impact in the first place if we say Ghana and Africa and West Africa democracy yakofa to ho so no ne boarding what we call democracy no ne boarding dodo I think say tetenana nkofo no edi eso no no mun chere de yeye no mun invest in sa type of governance structure emra brofu di eso no and then umaja pa ma ye friend independence na de ne yeye hu and then you invest biem ewo sa say mabe fa me hwe so say me yebroni medu so me do akɔhye ayi osumbiase nti me hihye ne ma me ye akwaya ma oda bi ene no wogya wo pa ma wo obeboa wa ye friend grant
or loans
na loans na ode beboa wo ene woni usubiem onye ayi broni na ohima a wote England no di Ghana so da bi na Africa so na se odi West Africa so wogya wo pa ma wo na de ne ye de no unim de ye no da bi we twe na we twe ni gine fa then they don't invest in say omo be control ebiemo the omo invest in say omo jaya na eni aye ko entokwa party we gina ha na ye twe na oman no gina mfimfini enko na nim ba bia na ensema yi makeka ebebrebe ene Agya say untu kwai fa West Africa ha na Africa ase ya now to Ghana ha sebe unnim de wotim so to kwa ka krabi West Africa here asem na mekon ona bo se say ye mai eye esombo ye kakraka ye ko yanim sebe se Ghana ye fi say nye developer o de ko enche ba bia na ko na ime ka asem bi se countries no be conflict ewo ho ewo nkrase e ban centers ni swa into road na nkasa nkrase no ahemfu ntokwa eguso ekoso nti no obetimi take advantage of that conflict no na what dey bewuram because amanfo woku enokre okasa na madwen kosi say sanate dey amaga na yakon awie da tetena na ampanimfo kokko do atokwa na dey kaka ho no yakoko in other words we should Ghana's development but be yedruna compared to some of the West African now we must say Ghana yakoyanim yes yempen ntokwa yempen ntokwa pi anaye peace loving people enti se bibi basa na yana have but compared to other West African countries minya kwako Mali miko Uganda miko a friend say na say am tukwa one other West African country haya
even Liberia
let me hear them say sebe bi etie de yete sebe small London and even a suburb in the US. Wow, I'm telling you. Me call my main calf as me so me call 2005 na me call your friend say Malawi. No one that said cool no okay say a man from the source no. Na me koye consulting my Opportunity International na me koye audit try to build a bank or Malawi Opportunity International. Na ye ye no be 3 o'clock 4 o'clock ya pon a ye kosi me hotel no. Awia o kete private car company car na yatim ne ye ko. Na amanfo gina ewo kurum ekwa ho. E gina ho. Ana mbusa driver say ada kurum ha dey private cars efa nipa na ewo kwa ho. Ana o si da bi. Sebe these are prostitutes. Ana me say awia sa no. Ana o si ai. Ana me say adai ye ba no ye ka kire say countries like Mali ni South Africa no HIV/AIDS numbers no yet double digits. It's in the double digits. Enti adena omu nti de ewiase ka fa HIV ho na onu ma ka kire me. Asema ka kire me ni say they want to survive first.
Survival.
Uni aduane a wo say HIV/AIDS. Me ekomode me kumi. Wo say mami nko to me ho enedi. Enti na eka be see imasema kan so. The condition of the people. Etimi ma sa ha no dey. Eba. To no wonder Mali among for tisi kwamu. But me person me say democracy here practice e wo Ghana na some of the African countries no. E expensive. Na kuruta de ne say enye kra. Ti maya wo shi bi ma o my Ghana na say sebe West Africa countries ye ka ho bi no. Ye make sure say ye you make no. ECOWAS enye consistent. Sato Mali ana to Guinea ana mode force bi ko ya mokoji ya etuba bi aka bia you have to be consistent. Ana ye ba ko sanctions me feel say sanction ya cake. Me feel say sanctions secondary. Because sebe achide o de to wa na ne kasa no nkwa o de jatu na chi obedai obeko. I think say sanction no should be secondary. Omunye dialogue no first. Na communication in Koso.
No, Mami supply information just for the good of our listeners.
Yes.
You know why sanctions are key?
Yes.
We don't trade among ourselves. So what effect would that sanctions make?
Yo, okay.
We share the Western countries.
Sure.
They have digitized their economy such that when they apply specific sanction, it bites.
Okay. So
we share Russia,
yeah.
Russia is thinking twice. Who said they are playing mind games? They even came to China to be on the side of China. And the Western countries come together and they apply sanctions. It will work. But look at West Africa. We don't trade among ourselves.
And what Ima is saying, in effect, I'm say, you make sure say the sanctions no, say any effective.
Effective, yes.
Let's find a way that your sanctions no effective. If you say because if persuasion fails, force must be applied. So I believe in that.
Okay.
Now, economic poor leadership, bad governance, and poor economic condition. It means my when you can it means actually on mine very, very marginal. Can be. Let me say civil society and say what by for arms of government. I think the media more once and more, but to me a fifth. And I'm okay.
No, media ambassador, media they are more independent.
Okay, Agya, some kind say. Say some rare see what independent, your independence. We are independent country, a sovereign country. Tell you, sir, that's what should be no. Your budget, a man say. A great year is more capable. Yempa kwabi, never make sure economic conditions. My youth, a quan beso. Abra won sada broni anum Omapaye Kufuor now court governance at the Okano, and we all have said it. Atamel Sky, better Ghana agenda, correct? Mapaye Kufuor Ghana beyond aid. Young for man couldn't pempen so beer, sabe, and your broni na betray you say. You say, and I say. Very important. Young critic job, ma rantianema bawa oba, na obey day work critique. How do you do it? And to me, if you say media for civil society, yen, me train yam ye driver's training ma 2M express car no. Must am catch room. ye sha se ye trade na ha se free Ghana o ma ye ni bi ka ho ye de anie enti se ye ne nya kwanya kasa wo platform so civil society media for abanko for ese ye careful say ye nka bibi ma ne nkotrega bibi because ye tie ye ka nyina no ahwe ya nsuo eja hwe obi abodwo se ye hwe de yie me support that 100%. But essence what you say Ghana dear. Sebe me bon pay ma Africa nyina ne West Africa. But Ghana dear. Sa dear no abetwenya kwakire dodo. Eti yenye very circumspect. Yenye very careful in the way you can some no. Men for politics. And mama ye in such a way na abaya was me mpe ana aba was nye. Yen kan crash some abema aban ana panimfo edi anim ehu se. Yen no yema ya na montuo yen hyehyeye anye bibia anye se oman yi ne boy de ma ye so many years of mami kasem back on eja yankopon fan the crazy man pani rollers mimi sa na me nya dan sao ne a friend no dey ye do something before you die okay do something na me hwe drum for my so fire do say na me nya dan sa but later on down the road I me go US na me control say professor bi e describe Ghana. Let me say, wow. But say, I did back on my Ghana, why am I money ya corner into America for 1 year? My who do you say Ghana is the gateway to Africa? No, one of them is political stability. So, oh, come to true, and this is how by a year near my infata corruption cost what? What do you hear? A man puntu maha. And puntu ko omaya asumbi oho. Omaya sabe corruption from Omaya nipa not nipa say so far no so far so good Ghana nye perfect but so far so good na say me feel baby ba eja me ko baby me person me bo holding eja be last month December oh baby na me call baby me ko hwe ade ho project bia me ko boa ma obiaye one of these West African countries eja e hwana me hu say e kwaye da krom ho do de da me fie enim no eso che no where capital town of that country a quiet da hono ketua bi te sebe sunsuno ayi friend say ntatia ensono a quiet ne ketua bi say wow kurum kase ya say wow Ghana say ya quiet nim kakra ya quiet nim pa enti mimi fi say ye asum wia ye wo as oman no ye ma ye ni enso aja baako Amrantie ene babawa oni adwuma no yempe kwa bi so enkreti adwuma ema wo mu medisi no okay hono na ye problem no medisi no se pese ya o ma ye de ho pa na nya on paper yempe kwa bi so empesika amu ya ni ho akonhoma se de imaka ye no eja na obia mfa 6 am ye 9 okay because Ghana is a great country okay. And of course I'm hoping say ECOWAS will take a lot of steps to make sure that the ECOWAS nyina because yenu no wo mu nyina bibi ECOWAS no e betimi migrate okay and you very very careful arrogance of power na is those states nyina it should stop
me that say engineers or being say like seriously I'm so angry at what is happening in this country this
don't be angry
country why our leaders are so wicked.
No, don't be angry.
Abba. Miss Naomi say, the man in the middle has spoken my mind. Kudos to you. Me na me middle no. Aha. Makebawia or say, and Anando is not disciplined enough to be leading the country. He's too lenient. He must start being tough on his appointees. Young Joe was say, Agya Kwabena, good morning. And my regards to your panelists. Please. My only word to politicians is that they should practice what they preach when they are in opposition. Ayam papa.
Yes.
Moses Edutai. I said the man in the middle and the white shirt is those the other kind of mankind. I said those countries that you said we are far ahead of. Have they received those huge sums of money our country received? I'm an NPP person. But when another administration is heading towards will cause something. Thank you. Mark Bewia, I'll say, okay, Mark, what's with all your adverts? Me out that. John Kobe Anderson say, good morning. There are several factors that comes into play when we talk about terrorism and coup, they say do dance so. Or say Ghana could have been far ahead in development if our leaders, our something, our money or as resources is used well. Frederick Kaku. Or say my name is Ben. This MPP government came to power through lies. IMF gave Ghana $430 million to manage COVID-19. It is World Bank. COVID-19, and this is this MPP government led by His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, led by
the
MPP, the most corrupt government. We don't support this Atutubutum tax. We will support this e-levy today. We won't support this levy today or tomorrow. Okay. Nana, I was a good one, Agya. If that be the case, then the government have to go back and rethink about the so-called e-levy. It will bring hardship to we, the youth. Young Joe, I say, please tell our leaders to be more concerned with semantics. Now I say, I should tell Ochem to stop. Okay. And Nestachi, I say, yeah, please. We are not happy about our democratic leaders. Let them really take over. Oh, bra, this one they beg you, pa. Maybe I say, Ghana. OPK go so, I say another NPP government are making Ghana work again. So no coup d'etat in Ghana. Achu Petit. Good morning, Mr. Host. Please tell the ECOWAS leaders to act strongly before coups. Coup ne be answer my the example by example, Togo President Nyasingbe changed their constitution so many times. What did they do about it? Nothing. And question pare, the government should drop that deadly e-levy. We can't pay that money. Now sign, Agya, tell Mr. Okay, my candidate. Also my candidate. And what the
Ghana, any perfect place. But compared to your neighbors now, where Ghana couldn't name kakra. You knew a payer, Yempe Kwambia, so the million animal cano. Yema. Mamonia participatory. Yentie ni pansema omuka. Abayin fa anamontuo ne ahopepre and make sure say you adwuma mamrante ne mebawa. Ba ye kan nyina no so. Yampanimfo so enya kwai kasa won fidi kase so to say ayi UTV ne kaka ho. Yenye very circumspect.
Awo ye kasa.
Ya kasa ho.
Okay.
Eja ebetumi afufa sema unintended consequences.
Me da se pa.
Me da se. Ghana de santo kwa mbare pasa. Yankopon empushing kwachi.
Say my yen. Now see ye ebetumi ama na be. Yenye Young Joe say injustice everywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. 1 minute.
Eja. No kwasem ni.
1 minute.
Honorable Ochema Boaji. Oye obi a me penasem papa. Nanso so no. Nasem bi wo hwa wo kan. No kure ni ya me ya papa. Eya me ya papa. Papa wo ya tena. Tena United States abonte bebro 20 years. Wonim development, wonim say the wiase se akọ nanim afa. Wonim wiase te wiase ase.
The question is say, aboy sinim ofi Switzerland eba. Wonim say ehọ wonim say ehọ taxes. And dey ndema. And now
ya te studio ha. And what dey your friend say, we say Ghana develop. No. Development our hefa.
Aja, and you know of Switzerland to who way.
Okay.
Me manako ya. Me betu manako tobu. Country say we.
Prese. Yema ya hodo a West Africa ha say no. You betimi yes who development, your friend development. Say well, ukwa various schools, universities. Say omo chire Twene Jonas. Abrante Twene Jonas. Say university professors kwa omo chire Twene Jonas. Twene Jonas abrante na Ghana for mrantie ene nketesi hu no ma your friend development say edan ya kase unam wiase ba bia emfuturo hu bi
I know na say pray.
I know ne ya say pray.
Yes. Obi di message bi aba no.
Yes. Obi infuturo we mu. Obi infuturo we mu na wani ajo say.
Obi di message.
Many you be ko enim but say for that.
Ochem obi di message bi aba. Me gidi say na some okan no. Abesi dia mo nyina mo kan so. O say Prince Atakura. I say why Mr. Honorable Chimabwaji comparing us to countries that we are ahead of. Let us compare ourselves to those ahead of us and strive to be like them.
Yes.
President Akufo-Addo and the ECOWAS, President Akufo-Addo and the ECOWAS were quiet when the so-called presidents were changing the constitution to suit their political gains.
But I believe that we compare ourselves beyond Africa.
Obi ka say and they compare Togo ni
Assemble by no West Africa. And in the make say yanko yanim.
Okay.
Yes, we be ekono anya haya o. Aha dey say yes ade na say for like.
That's eti mama mra so. Say ye levy. Amane bo kire say ye ri akọ esande aba. Eye no kore. Say bibi say be koso. But say no kura adentra say
build the ultimate cause the by the time the whole idea no and say still are you living no abandon believe say e idea e be boy mama fan can see asoma ye kan so eja idea na ye hwehwe idea na o man Ghana ye hwehwe to see am ko kasa ye kura me say compared to your countries in West Africa no dey kan nke we nim kakra no me ka say eno na say dey tutu e ho hwe na oni me dey me dwen ma Ghana should even be bigger and greater than America.
I think now.
Jamie catch say, and I believe in it.
That be near Wukai.
That mean let me say. That be the American say that you want to train one. Who free a Switzerland Ebentino? What you know baga. I like that. But Switzerland, you know it. Say they pay to develop their country. You know it. America, let me hear taxes. Me tax firm. Some me chartered accountant with US CPA. Me am a tax firm, my customers, me accounts mom. I'm a corporate taxes, individual taxes.
Development.
Kwabena. Kwabena. America ninya sika 100 Ghana cedis. Abanji move 40 cedis. So I was saying you want to America. Now but over 40 cedis.
Na sa America wo kan abani nya hyehyai emfa to wa ema oni onipo na ote o man mu no. No wo henhan no. Odim say ade no on pay no oni sika kora na ye fa se meti hei. I need a car. Okay? Me what me here car no, me say car we na me pay. I can walk to maybe
car dealership
mako. Me de me yiko okay fako. Ye ma 5 years fetua.
Yes.
Ye ma 6 years fetua.
Yes.
Enti sishan wonte no me kwate sika bum enkonko gina a friend say Rata Motors. Ana the Georgia say me I don't have that. Enti sa sishan aban ayede ato no. Amamafo no henhan wo ye bisa say enu bi awo yen so ye mre mu ana.
America adim fie be 200 years.
I mean we shouldn't compare ourselves to them then.
No. Yes, there need two musu yes baby two. It is possible.
Okay.
Okay? So, yeah, the best 65, whatever it is, yes, after independence, correct? Ejati de mikano.
Mitipa.
Sana montoni yetu, na visa didn't in Ghana card. You can run, but you can't hide. So when I'm giving you money as a loan, no, means low. Just about oh, well, I call a friend say, for body back to me talk. Over say China, onam, I could use you card, and I'll call bank. Near who say Hano, near bet you to me, my boss near. One F2 Misro Ghana card.
We are sure.
I'm telling you.
Say Ghana card and buy a BCI year no interest in
the Jamie say, next time I'm paying for buy a crack from 35%, Nami Bobby. Aba 21%.
Our Ghana.
Oh, Jamie say, the main control. You know where I'm coming from.
Anyone.
Ghana card. I somehow can say, we have to aim high. We have to do it.
Anything I live, you know, Ebano.
I come here no soon as I'm o man ye bra ya bo from Benin 1992 ba menka for republic akwa mienu so pe enyenye sika e de boy akon homa akwa mienu nti wo kyem mu de opese enye mienu me man me tran kan kire me say aban ni corruption free because aban is we free o oteso me man me kan kire me say aban expenditure as o man ye efficient me believe say yes government should spend efficiently to me ye free ho no kan de ya kana me tie me man me kan kire me say yen make sure say sabe leakage say ho no block we are doing illness of things we are on chem kwai ba fa so finance Ghana sika apart from say you be create enuma 1D1F district and am attractive foreign investment am mentanya adwuma ye no sa ne mane nyina no uyi free ho aban so pursue bi uyi free ho akanyema mienu agya taxes ene bosiabo what you say open puntuo and fa won to West Africa fa to Switzerland fa to America fa to London fa to Canada. I agree. Show me how you are going to do that when you are still begging for money from the West. Begging for money. Now we sako show bianum we so person tumpon. Na enye de open odo ye. Na yeti oman mu koko 2 billion and a deba afi bia ye de 200 billion and a deba afi bia from say dia I harvest akwa chocolate ewo your friend say Holland 200 billion ye de say 2 billion
ye ne ayama basa
nti seminua imaka poor leadership leadership yetete ho na 2 billion na yenya na fi bia na ye de when somebody is taking 198 billion wona ade kokoro ba Ghana cocoa bag 5 bia wiase benya bia na Ghana ide wo back set cocoa bag enuma Ghana ye supply back
enu eye hwanfo so
eye poor leadership
poor leadership
am I hodo ayi ye fa say am panin for hodo aba but anamonto na ye koso ba is too slow Oman for yeti oman ye pempuntuo enso mpuntuo na epa no we are not ready to pay for it.
He live na eba no me se ibenya tie se ebesan ba anase
me watch ma me bi na sam se nra e wo TV so na no se ne nua ba bi reverend woman bi ne nua ba bi e hwe ase wadwae omudi du kolebu na wa yenya media na odu ho no basic text ne kaka ho in fact edu abi kwa say all kind of story no say na empampo ni ho enti ye pempa ye pe ambulance say ambulance etike ambulance be almost 30 to 40 minutes sa ne du ho na akra na wu wa hwe ase wadwae keke wo young boy wawu these are affordable deaths enti ye pe hospital papa ye pe hospital empawum ye pe hospital nim de ye ye pe mpuntu ye pe security ye pe se mrante ne ba wanya adwuma bo sia po adoso ye nya dai Inyadai anayampe enutina mama nua Haruna mama leader why consistently inconsistent edu baabi yenya mo no omunya enhwepe no line no with all due respect to you my big brother na we say you live no obe support edu baabi ahwepe no line no me okay we say yankoje busia say only 6.9 billion ebenya de a yankoje busia da bia na ensa hye obie nu enti me fi say ilevi na eba no aja enya mampanya kufu ado na sebe obegye di you justify na kwa hudo bebrebe so Agya is ready to listen and reduce the price from 1.75 what is waba 1.5 uye no free wa wasako strata kufu amomati so 0.25 enti in effect no Agya timi reduce waba effectively no otimi reduce waba almost 1.25 because of the unya free take off.
Sa dia wo kan.
O mama mfa nsia be hadwene.
Ane dia wo hin.
Ti je make an say, ye pempuntuo no. Yam pese betua no. Ni be nyamputu no free hin. Enti no, just a call. Let's decide. Let's be honest about this. Share now visa me pay taxes na. Taxes. When the person will taxes. Nobody wants to pay. Even on the national income calculation tax enya negative effect unless abanjia obetumi dia yadia ademfa so weba. Economists back say tax is a withdrawal in the national income calculation. No, it they make say me they make an say. The person buying sakasika or the year. The proposal no tell you. Enti the de to oil ho no. Imagine ka sa piak. Mo de boa parliament de boa auditor general me hwe oil sika so no. A public interest accountability committee. Woman na hwe oil sika no de free mu bae. Ghana for ye de ne de ye ye mrato ho hyehye se unya oil money ye ne sei fa bi koto contingency fa bi ye agric fa bi ya listing e ba 16 ye de ye minister ba parliament no is honorable Kefurata o say ye di ye level no be XYZ enti me argument me can say Agya ye ma MPP ne NDC intra parliament ho no mo hihye mra
me ba o pia ka se ma o kan about say wo mo
e-levy piak
I be take oversight responsibility.
yes no mo so ewa
piak for kure yan so kire say
yes
sika nya o oil mu no
yes
bebre na yera
Agya
it says kana wa hi
Agya me ba e important say piak no betimi adi akire no ohwe ka sayira na aban ana amfanko special prosecutor na aban hwehwemu ana onko siw na hwehwe ska no
why should we
Agya me say the question is that
emra ne hye da wa even omo
mami ka tebiro some of parliament
omo ni aban afa omo pia for omo all the time enti aban bia ba omo ye omadwuma omo oversight omo hwe say bia betu adwuma mpo ehunu say
se me wo ho
sika no amode ba ye say oye dodo asie nya sika asie nya sika sei ayira ye ehunu ye enti ono atwadwene so sika ayira say ye ehunu ya ono bi na so sanko court for kasa ko
me wo parliament ne na de piak e ka no begidi a enka me put question in parliament for the minister to come and explain to Ghanaians say piak is saying since kase ni say na yede ayira minister account for it I have that opportunity as a member of parliament and it's a piak egidi na enuanum NDC fo na say enuanum MPP fo bi kura gi de piak e Canada omumfa question koto parliament na minister ma yede o me answer and the first step I make up if say you know two se me o my ba pa me gi de piak di no tumi ma me evidence ni nyina Agya me metimi akọ court I can go to court and do it and say piak so omu mini de omu kan pa dia omu convince ni pa
eti ususu say
eti me susu say e no enam say ehia
so bi onu so bagina wa ahwe say
ada say civil society for kwad omu bagim ana yem pe ekoko because what o hihye mra to ho na o kire ba bia info mu mfiri a on say piak say yi wo mfiri ba bia hodo kase o na edum ba be ye piak no enti if you get EL piak e-levy piak now omeboa oversight over the e-money because I believe sincerely say Omapenye Kufuado and in the secret our friends in NDC know that we need it. We need omunim say here taxes to support Ghana's development. The American can say eh of us in 19 kro. Ye pempuntu you.
Okay.
Ye po say about us no.
But ya hwe de bi so. Ebinim so wadwene bi say aban no concentration na per me formation kakra me wo no.
Yes.
Mo opposition mo kan sama do bebre about your taxes ayeje ho.
Yes.
Ama me pese me kan ayikito
Me make me aboa so pa.
Me kan ayikito bi wa o me ba me kan ayikito bi wa ha. En sama do bi a
ma o producer omomo ba Dr. Bawumia voice no ma we. Enya no na wo hwe.
Me pa chaw enya no a. Ayi
lazy man's approach.
Owura Gabi Ochireda kun at 2013.
Yes, sure.
So for a nation to tax itself into prosperity, it's like a man standing in a bucket and trying to lift himself up by the handle. Churchill. Gabi Nakai.
Okay.
In 2014, Gabi Korea sent to a treaty. I say this is a proof that the higher taxes don't lead to more revenue, but only hurt businesses, consumers, and kill jobs. Now, in 2021, I say Ghana's development paradox. You say you want the country to be fixed, yet you are against raising revenue to get it fixed. Motive matters. We shared your account 2013, 2014, and I feel 2021. And then the Mampenia be the actually kind about say Momo, the mean taxi Momo, and we here for the Nasi for. And then amount for so per report scribe and said, well, since a woman can say Momo, is I levy crano, ama Momo, a unicrano, transaction crano, a swat, abba form. And too much made like I said, Abano, you had more money, way more money, a year 11, a bit to the away, a bit to the away, a bit to the away. It's with that a year 11. Can't we do any other things a bit of my revenue now?
One a lot of promises. A lot. It is one member crime to make
Mama, about 10 minutes.
Thank you very much.
Mama, 7 minutes.
They made me a can say, Many Gabi. Based on these things now, I would say he has been consistent. This is consistent for me. Very consistent.
And then the other
so I was tax another prosperity. A bit me I had, and I said taxes NDC for taxes no problem. NDC had too many taxes. About 26. From 2014 to the time there are about 26 taxes, taxing condom and financial services.
And financial services.
Yes.
I'm coming.
Okay. Taxing condom. Some 17 taxes were either reduced or abolished. So the tax was too much. Now you get taxes no. Just one fan to be one. Na the worker no ye get taxes akasia ye tax condom no a ye pese nyina no na oman puntuo ne nanimu kono kofom sebe ye kan de airports ne ye didi agora ye get taxes bebrebe ye bobo se bebrebe no and this pension no na confirm to kobokina and de obi abeti ase
na sa confirm to kobokina no de o kan store some o say o kan de wa ba be pa ho chew
de me pese me kan
say
me de ye mfato ho keke se wo gibosia na o man no sika se mo kosoro dia enye hawo
okay
wo je taxes na o man sika se mo kosoro enye hawo NDC je no na kan ye dum fie nan NDC je no na uko hospital ambulance eye mako 20 Ghana it's only good for trotro NDC je no na o man sika bosia bo 35% NDC je no amrante ma ba wanya adwuma nyentimi a se wo se o pese tax nko na oje a abra de kire o man punto nyina e kofom no e ha dwene nti no my cancer now ka say o man panyini abedi a kire say tax me and taxi memo okay ebe ha hia for the senti yes 3,000 cedis a month 3,000 cedis a month o send dia out your tax but 100 cedis a day 100 times 30 say 3,000 correct it was not 3,000 it is 3,000 and to say a hia for wom no be send 100 cedis a no ya nyine hwe na sebe sika ya ji kura no aja kwani e de kohwe no menom e de betua na ohia ni ba e ko school free meni wo nti kwani e de ma no sebe ohia ni tua bia na ye de ne ba na e ko school free ne ba na e ko napco ne ba na nya youth employment ne ba na ba ya you start
wo kan say me say NDC 4G no na o mani sika sam e to ape mo so de amoji ye na mo mani sika sam atumi agina me bisa we based on the fact say be the can say World Bank country director say during the COVID no obo magana $430 million. Yenim say IMF so am mine I think $1 billion, yes. Right? Meaning say individuals and organizations so am sika boom boom boom
yes.
Pa contribution yes. Papa no kretua bi.
Yes.
And na me no ka say bisia mo ban agye no is higher than the NDCG.
In terms of what? So Kassan, I don't mean you badly. So Kassan, I'm fan to be who because cannabis America too. And is it a cooler?
And also we are there.
Yeah, they say away.
Muri.
America tuna cano yadebono. The rate of borrowing under NDC, America too bossiabo under NDC no. Offer omutamna is over 1,000%. MPP is about almost 120-something%.
Okay.
America tu bosiabo. Etike America na handisi di koye na oso baton no mode kona bosiabo no ma enke do be 1 trillion.
Enti mumu de na mode koye no. Mumu de na mode koye. Moje ye no. Wo se mebu na me man isi kasam atumi agina. Isi kasam te sense sei.
Eja.
Yes sir.
Ma me kasam chiro. O man isi kasam. Se metra ka se 2020, 2021. And now I'm and call for ma. Na me yen kontomponi. Min to min kasada. Nemum. Eye yare bi na kofo baaye. Enye Ghana fonko a. Enye Ghana fonko a. Before yare ne baba na. Somebody na nim de ekọ. Na before yare ne baba no. Ene credit aso girem kura na nema bi ye. O man sikasem no. Na NDC da bia afi bia wo de 3 acres na ka ho a. Mampanya kufu do pencil before I reba no de 7 acres na ka ho. Yemfa se o man sika no eye afuo. Sa afi bia na NDC de 3 acres na ka ho a. Ansa na ya reba no no man akufu ado ana MPP aban wo so yi e de ekama akoma konson. I'm talking about GDP growth rate. NDC for there 3.4%. Mampanya kufu ado average for 3 years before COVID was 7%. Na ewiase ene ma atwa hu nyina grow negative recession COVID by no omu growth no negative no ye na positive even though small positive enti se ka se ye tu ya dwunum se ye hu de o mampanya kufu ado ye na se ofiti ya na otehwe ya na se bia se be economy ni fiti ya de kofoma na ye susu ye kan no kure se be
enti
yare bi de free ba bi ba ye
enti ye fa sika World Bank for some their main
sure
we dey no kan you
yes
$430 million enche bia ye fa say within 2 years
Agya
beba and the IMF for the buyer no according to a report to be an Amabontino, Moody's for report to be about Bontino. So what you mean? What's be a
baby nyankan?
Na Ghana, yesika some to Tiano, dear to say, so near B3.
Okay,
according to Bassi say no. Almost a swati about CAA1.
I didn't hear. Yari who she didn't hear. My main customer, they cut about from Agya or Jimmy. Last week, Yana me bank, retreat for your leadership. MGA microfinance. Now you hear your trend, near your name Mexico. Small company. You heard name Mexico from 2008, I shall say. A pajasi ya. Ubu careful now, a do 2020, I say, na depot. I could say, na a depot about form. No, me change government said, this is the effect of Ghana, your 2 moon, shut down. A giant bank in 25 branches across the whole country. Free 2021, I shall say Sapeja. Enti a cow my individuals, households, firms, all put together becomes a nation. Nation put together becomes the world, the globe. Enti what affects me affects the country. So in my small way, small company, the curve for 6 years, curve was going like this. 2020 dipped, and then 2021 beginning to rise. That is the reflection I saw in my company. And the explanation is covered. In fact, you could have grabbed almost 300 Jumamai. Yeah, a company like I did 15 years. Me have an customer is the biggest microfinance company in Ghana. 25 branches in 9 regions. MGA Microfinance. You can go and check it out. Now, 2020, you fire and Kramakumako 50. I had to sit down and go through the tenure. Now, me in Kramakumako 50 a day. A man car 250. Why? Because we could not sustain the business. And he said, I told me, now companies will be at some many Kabuma. Never your mind, individual at all. At all, my at a company. About affect to my and to be at the honor of Pesopia or Tuma. Not, you can say a head and a can't be a tear baby or to
me. Say, Yankee come message, Kakramema. We don't know Mona if you say, oh, my fancy, the argument, what you time they come message. 7 minutes and 3. Abu, Mirai,
or Mountain,
my fancy. I say, Gamboy GH, say, please, Kwabena, ask the MPP man for me. Which category of the e-levy? Which category is the e-levy? Income tax, profit tax, or what?
I love that.
Because in Europe, in Europe, we pay tax, but we don't pay tax on the money in our pocket. I don't think Obisa, where they tell 2 minutes, or say a income tax and as a profit tax.
A levy. It's tax.
No tax.
Today. Utriama Telqua was in the capital tax. Political.
I guess service tax.
When you pay to what? When you pay to telcos, what do you call it?
I know your service tax.
Now, buy the on your service. When I did, hold on, I mean, when I did interoperability, hold on, me back. Cut two months I was him. Me, Minister of Communication, and you could see first network or call Atase. New Dubias. And I don't think because myself, I'll buy so you be. I mean, me fancy. Quatasi, Dubias, 5 years ago, I could be a bank with the help of GIC and you. There could be no network in your. Almost me could see network 5 years ago, it will cost about 35,000. And now I can say, I buy the pole of Kosua, So what are you talking about? I'm buying your infrastructure. So the government has done some work also. So if you are paying service tax, you are paying service tax to government.
Okay. I said, please ask MPP man how much revenue we make from our gold, cocoa, bauxite, timber, oil, quarry, etc. Obeka wants some later on. Bernard, I don't know if you could be John Kobe Anderson. Bernard, I'm watching live from Italy. And just sometimes you want to compare us to foreign countries.
Yes.
But how many people pay tax?
Yes.
Here in Europe, everything is taxed. Some people shit, whatever. I mean, shit. Throw garbage on the street. On the street. Here, nobody will do such a thing.
Yeah.
You have to fix yourself before giving up. Okay. Until you say,
you want to leave American or Western world, but you don't want to
this
pay
man is
for
not
it.
serious, cry. He's not making any better points. Okay. Jacob. Hey, I can't say you. Isaac Kwaku. Isaac Kwesi. I say good morning, UTV. This is Isaac watching you live from the word Bodje
Sango.
There be also Bodje Sisikuru. Near Bodje Ase. Okay.
Send you here.
I say once government has refused to create jobs for we the youth to do what is do what is happening in our neighboring country will Ghana there bompai why Mr. Kofi Max say how I wish people stop this discussion because it is provoking we the youth and we can't take this anymore. Osman Kwabena Kwam say President Akufo-Addo should point out to Ghanaians what he has used the taxes he has received since he came to power, and Ghanaians will support the e-levy. Isaac Ajay, teacher Kujo Tapajine so Adantansi also watching live inside Bodom, two Bodom Adantansi. Also, minority in parliament don't have any message to tell Ghanaians. Again, share good morning. Okay, with the Chian watch Mickey Ofori or say if the government want to bring e-levy, you start with something small and target a specific sector to use the money. This is the truth is we the citizens have lost trust in the government. So if you want our trust, acquire the man can bear me. Okay. Also, so if you want our trust back, you start with something small, make it transparent, so we know what the money will be used for. Up to now, what the money is going to be used for is not clear.
For youth employment, for infrastructure.
Infrastructure and youth employment, you know.
Use that.
Let's say I'm collecting e-levy of 0.75% to be used for all the roads of Ghana, and it will take 2 to 3 years. Now, if I keep to my words, blah blah. International so no person accountability any this kind of yes. When you have any be pa, you know, Agbe, mama 10 minutes.
Hey, not 7, 10
minutes.
You're not fair.
Agbe 10 minutes.
Yo, what
me da se pa.
Imagine the time anyway.
Oh,
man, 7.
7 was a man too.
Mate.
And I time require enroll.
Ah, okay.
Come enroll. Or just so
yes, I can't 9 minutes go. Me pacho yanko ya time no say I can't 9 minutes pe. Eh, enti agbe my 5. With the time we between ya be some be there so. Me da say thank you.
Agya wonim.
Yes sir.
Honorable Chama.
Oh, the ben come asem masa. The be obasa o we land there now we premier asem.
Ne what just wo ha me. Ne wo mu
no. Answer no.
Me mane ho.
Aban.
Oh, me say. Obasa man politician. Me say, what a politician.
Me da say.
Obasa man politician.
Ne say e-levy tax. No kweni last year ade ma mani gi wo wiase kase pa baako. Eye ntokwa no a wo mo kon no parliament de ma Ghana no. Enne de ade mani gi papa. Say parliamentarians atimi aso agina ho. So on behalf of the state, I was so no hooliganism.
Yes.
You see, me
the disgrace, the embarrassment,
my Ghana, me support
could be a better way.
Exactly.
Better way is to defend and fight on behalf of your state. What I say, they fought for on behalf of the state. Say, yamma e-levy no empase, and today. Sebi omo kunto kwa bi wo parliament wa meko hobi. I am serious about this matter.
Wait, okokon na wait.
Ebento kwa meko.
Oh, when jai.
I am serious about it.
We don't know. It's embarrassment.
Ni ewo mo ni say. I want people to fight on behalf of the state of the country. I want people to fight legitimately on behalf of the state.
Okay.
To defend anything which goes contrary to the constitution. Idea or more no about the fact say aban at the levy at the bar parliament was 1.7%.
1.75.
Ye vice president Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia aka kire Ghana fo nyina say momo tax pa die ene kwanse ye tax momo tax ebetimi a fight against ohiani e Ghana and me kan
and what so
me ba
were you 100
Anna aban pro no a Dr. Bawumia economic management team wono na da no no wo de e-levy budget akwakoto parliament say ehiafo a ye wo Ghana ha nyina ye send memo ti say menu Emmanuel wo send memo de koma na busuafo no yente tax 1.7
when I say here ma
no he's good enough say here no
I mean that be what say here for
no but me can
cancel me ma yankopon hira no enti yi memo de obetuma sande
say aban menka say Emmanuel here
I refuse that over me.
Yeah, he's not for.
Menka say here no. I'm saying say me
service.
Yes, service. Say yes.
We have.
Yeah, nyina me ka here for no. Me send sika e de ma me mame me papa me busafo.
Unya ohia ni masa.
Oh, mo na me
ma
wo
sam.
Oh,
onya me wan na.
Hwe. Na say aban says our 11 no. Will push it to the throat of Ghana and say change that time. And to say angrafo twene change that time. Hey, there be Emma so ne Emma so china. Near Ghana for year can say. Obi any wa won pe atuatua. Fritetentre de wo twere mu ene ehun ne say enkrofo egeto. Enti wo ye citizen a eyese wo ye dem utua to. And Ghana ni bia nsuo wei Dr. Kwame Despard de amaye. Utobia ubetua to. Uto friend pure water ubetua to. Enro ya wo nyina utobia ubetua to. Enti Ghana ni bia tua to wo Ghana ha. It should not be said anywhere say Ghana for one pet to otua. You are sending message free Italy now say Ghana for one to
or can direct tax
Ghana for obia uto nsuo uto nia utobia utua to also. Enti Ghana for otua to.
Yeah.
Nia Ghana for eka amenu omo ya adwene say eto na ye tua no. Eden na ban de ye empuntudwuma ben na ban de ye a ye de ani behu ye de ensa betimi a kire a ye betimi adi ho adanse ye say aban eto na wo gie no nuoma sei e na wo de ye wo ye saadem wo ye saade no e de magana ni bia betua to no pepepe se wo gye meto na sa to no wo de ye mpuntudwuma e de ma me na metimi ahu ne se wo de asi school wo de asi hospital what do you see airport? What constructed road? What Buami amenya light? What Buami amenya water? Those social amenities now make you to a mrebia ubeka se mintu ato. Bese mitu ato no ne ete say nsu a wasa de agu ye friend say adewe. Kentem na nwunu sa ne da bia asem ntua. Wo de mitu ya na mo mpanyimfo no mu chedi consumption mu
Nkasa.
Don't work at some mintua. Agya Kwabena wo ka lo hu asem. Aban eba government from 2017. Ebesi ne the last budget Madam Fukan Oforiata presented. Ghana ka first budget or present or can say from history from Kwame Nkrumah pencil abesi John Mahama pencil. First quarter budget or present was it Ghana they cut 222 billion. 122 billion. And the Ghana they cut. Nano year budget or present year was it Ghana Kano edu 341 billion.
Yes.
341 billion.
Responsibly.
Oh, nyabotre.
Responsibly.
Asemwa finance minister ekachire 341 billion. Every 122 billion. Na he sika ebeka. Almost by 219 billion. And unkwanu. Let us a Bosnia abai by within a short period of 5 years. Wabo Bosnia unkwanu. 219 billion. Ye musa said 219 billion no. Eden pa na ban betimi di ne nsa kire e wo Ghana ha ama honorable many abri was asem
mami mo bobi ocha mane kasa me pacho
ya papa
o kasa no wan kasa me da
say aban within 5 years no bobosia over 230 billion 230 billion ebetimi achechire it can reconstruct Accra again ebetimi achechire Accra biem besin na yehu hospital besin na yehu schools besin na yehu airports besin na yehu say abanyesi university was schools waye we sika ne nyina ekọ hefa hwan bottom na sika ne koye yete ha ne ya kasa sa ne asore ko da bi sa sika na abanje over 230 billion no sa sika na kohe. We need to demand accountability in government and not in a democracy.
Okay.
It is your judges canon, near to me who put to Baba. Ye judges can not honorable. What will be a watch now? You don't say,
no.
20
Mrs. Obama, say
development.
Kasano, oh, your politics.
Your whole development.
Oh, your politics.
A man for see a down who do a man for a young put to Juma. Oh, your politics. Wababro man. Near the Yaji loans, your Quabobosia. Your Bobosian, your Chedi. Ya bobo siani achedi. Ya bobo siani
and the credit.
I know you are buying.
Okay, let us say
we need to be serious in this country.
Okay.
Your 10 minutes.
Debbie, my money 10 minutes. Moon interjecting is 19 at the time now.
Me time and I have a lot to say about this.
And two mommy say.
Me more 5 minutes.
Okay. You me that's a very interesting discussion.
Yes.
Started from Atom Mills.
Yes.
Ghana first, me boy.
Yes.
Na number 2 so.
Ghana beyond 8.
Ghana beyond 8.
That means a better Ghana agenda.
Better Ghana agenda, right? Sorry. Actually, said there was a conversation. We all agreed as two major political parties say, time beba, we cannot be running to the international community for loans, grants, and those things.
Sure.
But this is the problem I have with e-levy. I think it's the timing and the communication.
Sure.
Government communicators have not communicated rightly with the good people of Ghana. Ghana for Pencrofor, omu bre omu hwasi. So, person Ghana for nkasa no omunti your difficulties are. And so umbre onhwase. But you see Takashi nema it provokes the good people of the country.
Ghana for Nkwana se biasi nyina
Look, I can talk of Ghana because me a Ghanaian.
So Donald Trump dey akakabisem
I've studied
the cycle of akakabisem na Donald dey wo America or say na me gidigidi say
too no. So you see, I think that in all of this is dialogue.
Yes.
I think government still need to engage the good people of Ghana more. Okay, I say information minister and finance minister started echo around the country. People are beginning to understand the need for paying e-levy.
Yes.
But that should have been done before the policy is brought to Parliament. That is the challenge I have with government. And there are some political actors, almost Kotna TV, so the way they talk will pass e-levy, whether you like it or not. In democracy, it doesn't work. I mean, Agya, you raise an issue about the vice president, say, or can say, we're not going to tax Momo because it's the poor people who use it. He said it in a context.
What context?
He said it in a context. And look, I've listened to that video and audio and reviewed it several times. What he said was this: at this crucial time, it will be inappropriate to put levies on Momo. At that time.
That time I know kasa.
But another year,
how many years?
Yes.
Times are evolving. What I think is that political actors must be magnanimous in the way they present themselves to the Ghanaian public. You don't show wealth, show money, and you don't tighten your own belt, and turn around you want the suffering citizens to do the same. Point. And this is an advice to both parties. And we have to understand one thing. For good democracy to prevail, we need a responsible opposition.
Yes.
So what NDC is doing to me, is good. Yeah. It's left with we the citizens to know that elections is over.
Yes.
We must put Ghana first in all that we do.
Is that a two abano and you wouldn't say elections is over and as a politician, so share. You're true about within a year. Some of us are press on presidential ambition. It's woman and I say citizens in here.
Well, it cuts both ways. Into my main in conclusion on this thing, Ghanaians, look, we say we are a sovereign country.
Yes.
We want to move away from relying on foreign donors and those things. We have to be prepared to put some sacrifice. I understand things are very difficult for everyone. Because of COVID, until I see the timing of the levy is not right. Yeah. Even say NDC for Omo manifesto, electronic tax.
NDC for the issue.
So what I want to see is that in as much as they are opposing it, because they are on the side of the people, because they know that that is the easiest way they can ride to political power. Omo alternatives.
Exactly.
Yeah, alternative. Because in policy formulation, when you are against a policy, you must come with an alternative. There are rumors say they are withdrawing the e-levy. It shows this is a listening government. If they are withdrawing, I'm not sure government will bring it back. Maybe they will engage the good people of the country more. And make sure that there's a collective understanding that, look, we are facing some kind of challenge.
Yes.
And even in the international community, it's difficult to raise funds. Yeah. You are accusing government that government has borrowed so much. So if we don't look inward and we want to borrow more, you are the same person who will come and say we are still borrowing more.
Yes, say Ubabosia. Me say Ubabosia. I saw with the yadia. A bayan shasu dear.
Ubabosia the Akula Sukua.
Ubabosia the Ubabosia science school. Discussing a mobile. Discussing a mobile. What's it? The book can say. Also, the book can say. Maybe so say. What's the Bob Busan the Shaka school? Busiam boy, and Mudu San Amode, a Modena, what to be a question, any comments? I don't know kind of free education, free education, oil fund, budgets were market child, Musa oil fund, and 7 billion, and they finance free education, and non borrowing, and non borrowing. I don't know if we get I'm serious. The way I know my this is a discussion.
Now, okay, candy, Bobusia the year, and now the yes or the year. A cow this die, what is the hospital? Now this year, I'm saying, Agya is reducing governance to only infrastructure, for which MPP will even beat NDC.
Okay,
okay, I'm a more one is okay.
So,
only developing the power body.
So to learn, crown, my. Yema cool has to prevail.
Exactly.
Na yenyina as citizens, ye who say, our duty to help the government to succeed.
Does the government help itself to itself? Maybe we say you can't say obi the ba na when we say initial stages me can say. Am I who doing nyina no aye hye how do bia at least say me dey me can be person be talk right example. Ye say sa nhihye na ho no ebi wo man mu ama me ho heha me spa betumi agina so akasa me so me ho heha me ntino say me tua kra nya me ya
Agya
aben pesika dey no
fair Agya I said that look politicians we must change our course. We must be responsive to the needs of the people. We don't show wealth in the midst of the situation we find ourselves. But Agya here look at our ministries and state agencies. They are all looking for something to draw from central government. How do you run a government like that? So we have to be looking inward, see how our institutions can put strategies in place to generate internal funds.
Yes.
Last 2 weeks now, Mikan Blacksmith as a manufacture weapons, armed robbers, criminals.
Yeah.
The Minister of Interior, through the Commission of Small Arms and Light Weapons,
yes.
Ombudsman gathered this people as an enterprise.
Yes.
No more produces our weapons now.
Yes.
To use locally.
Yes.
With technology, they can improve.
Yes.
So we don't need to bring weapon at high
prices
foreign
from outside.
From outside.
Yeah.
And before you know, a time will come if we develop the industry where we can even supply our neighbors within the ECOWAS. That is how every country moves. Look, we can continue to borrow. We can continue to run to the international community. We must begin to produce and establish industry. Yeah. And it is the collective responsibility of everyone.
Everyone here.
Not government. Me that say. Now so obisu dia ba Emmanuel nidim na mo Facebook din o say o say good morning, Mr. Majoso. I say, I honestly feel the e-levy is seriously a lazy man's approach of generating revenue for the development of the country. Calling a spade, was it not the same MPP government that told us that we are sitting on money and still suffering? They should give us a break and take Ghanaians seriously for once. Because this levy thing really sucks to the core, and MPP should do better than extracting money from the poor man's pocket. My regards to Honorable Mr. Kuti, he's my role model, but he should please fight for the ordinary citizen for fuel prices to be reduced.
And that is what he's doing.
We are suffering in this country. Our roads, are very strategic. Or say Mr. Kuti, he is my role model, but he should please fight for the ordinary citizen for fuel prices to be reduced. There's a fuel price of the room. We are suffering in this country. Our roads here at Zero House, Bawi, to Gonse and Agape is extremely in a deplorable state. Honorable Tina Ayele Mensa and Patrick Kumo Shuka. It's why you saw them back on Agya. We are very smart.
But you're smart. The okay.
I tell me,
Imam Wano. That's my American development.
Medasipa.
I think always, you may not quite. You didn't have a band quite. You didn't have a band quite. Papa be
your friend, Professor Oliver Jean Blackchild. One where economics.
What's saying?
Was he? So Bosia, Oba Bosia, Fanye and Puntujuma infrastructure, Ubeti me when you mention such a Obi Betty me who is a dear Westy. Okay, no, not me a general revenue. I pay for Esther. Okay, I am manager back home. Okay, me one is school. Say, you're finding out. I am Mr. Medase, Medase, Oshama, you want to quit Medase. Now, let me I feel for not teaching hospital about. Or for not teaching hospital, let it be. If you want about me, Pacho, Ukuro Mukumase, or for not so a Bantama former constituency. The issue is this commencement of the strike action by the members of Okonfonochi Doctors Association, that is CADA. I say after an extended period to allow high level management between the Ministry of Health and the management of Okonfonochi Teaching Hospital today on non-payment of car maintenance allowance and 13th month allowance for doctors at Okonfonochi Teaching Hospital, we have decided to reactivate our intended strike action with immediate effect. We had hoped that by the end of working hours on Thursday, 3rd February 2021, there will have been a clear, concise payment schedule. We want to assure our all and sundry, especially our cherished members, that CADA remains resolute and committed to 8 mandate calls. Signed, Dr. Kweku Nyame, Vice Chairman, Okonfonochi Doctors Association. Next, say, G, a doctor who says, "Omo tiachia." Nti ehun sam no afi na boba ba ene bongo birthday nti happy birthday bongo
na magina so adabidwafo asese omunya abreba ye hwe kwan se dasane ye besan so anya mu na mo chia kase pa na na no pay me de ema eye ewenpo oh mehu eba me ya pa o eba me ya anyway aboafo abu ayenie eye farmer transfer and afi kojafo specialize in so any this way mampani be de akire bi akasen bi oh baby America mampani be de akire Mark Pence wakasen bi tie nie pa was say if we lose faith in the constitution we won't lose election but rather we will lose our country say gidia ye wo awo mrapon no mu no ekwa anya bato nkuguo na ebedi na mo ye man no e de be hwere ye Mark Pence na kasa asem enu anko a nti ye fa nto ya dwene mu na ye fa nya adwuma bidi de Agya Kwabena ye ho Jakopon ye adoma da sene ye be sen hia production team no e de membo mu di da mu nyina ase yakra mo critical issue baba next week ye be di nkomo tenafia na dwendwene ho wadwe po no susuye no wo so fa ye ka ni nyina bom a Ghana first yakra mo